So, Filipina scammers and how to avoid them. A lot of guys will come out to the Philippines or even get onto a Philippines online dating site and just be blown away that this, girl in her 20s or 30s or 19-year-old is just clinging to them for dear life, just absolutely in love, enamored. They went from ugly to handsome, they went from fat to fit, and they won't really know how to handle that level of attention from the opposite sex after the bully beatdown that the wildebeest in the West has given them. Sadly, a lot of times this is more of a ploy and a woman gaming you that has no sexual interest in you whatsoever and currently has a Filipino boyfriend, or husband. So the way it'll start is they will, no type of hardships, no problems, and just kind of let you know how awesome you are, keep in touch with you, video call you, good morning handsomes, good night, gorgeous, all that good stuff. And then usually, depending on the level of desperation for money, whether it's 3 days in or 3 weeks in, you will ask them, how are they? And they will just telegraph a life's hardship to you, which you will be obligated to pay because you're their online boyfriend. So it's not really a scam, it's more you giving away your money. And, it's basically the oldest trick in the book. You don't ask for money, you just talk about how something bad is happening after telegraphing how handsome you are for 3 days to 3 weeks. And if you take the bait, you're on the hook. You'll be supporting her and her Filipino boyfriend from then on. If you don't, she'll likely stop talking to you, start talking to you less, or perhaps she was just shit testing you to see if you were a low value beta simp sucker. So that's how to avoid the online dating scams. If you're in person, if you're in the Philippines, you should fly to that person's location, even if they're on a different island. It's super cheap, and you can come see what it is and what it isn't. If she's really available, if she's really attracted to you, it'll be hard to get out of that if you physically meet someone in person. But a lot of times they know you're in your home country, they know you probably don't even have a passport, and they know you can probably juice you for some cash to support them and their partner or their family for at least 6 months before you get the nuts to come over here, your passport arrives, or your boss will give you time off work or whatever. So that's the oldest trick in the book. Outside of that, as far as like in-person scams, just don't give your money away. It's really not a scam. Many times they'll just try to foreigner price you, which again, it's not a scam. It's just them trying to overcharge you because they think you're rich, whether that's, simple everyday stuff, just anything where the price isn't posted. They're gonna try to double the price or throw 50% on because you're a foreigner, whether that's something small or something big. It's not really a scam. Another scam that you'll run into is the fake cell phone scam. You'll be walking around like a P. Burgos or Angeles City or wherever, probably any type of area like that. That's like a, sort of a bad area essentially. And they'll say, hey, I want to sell you a cell phone. I got an iPhone for, 10,000 pesos for the 14 Pro Max. If you turn the phone off and back on, you will see the Android symbol. That is an Android, not an iPhone. It looks almost identical. They're getting really good with them. But that is the iPhone scam. It'll seem a little too cheap. All you got to do is turn the phone off and back on. You will see the Android logo show up, not an Apple logo. The camera looks weird on it, and that's the oldest trick in the book. I'm sure guys fall for it every day, thinking that they can get a 100,000 peso phone for 6,000, 10,000 pesos, whatever, and they'll keep lowering the price when you say no. Another scam is the Viagra Cialis scam. Anyone that's ever purchased Viagra or Cialis knows that Viagra and Cialis is extremely expensive, and all the guys that walk around from Dumaguete to Angeles to Makati, Manila, selling you Viagra, that is not Viagra. It's way too cheap to be Viagra, obviously, and be extremely careful buying sexual performance drugs from a dude on the corner that's selling, Viagra for $5 for 10 tablets or whatever. So those are just a few run-of-the-mill scams. They're not really scams. They're more you scamming yourself and giving away money or buying faulty products or falling for sob stories, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Philippines is a beautiful country. I love the Philippines, but you must know these things before you come here. This could save you a lot of money on the fake phone, or sending a girl and her boyfriend $5,000 because she said she loved you, or she has 15 minutes a day to video call you. Don't believe the hype, man. Be realistic with yourself. You know your value in your home country. Women don't get gratification out of sleeping with guys that are 35, 40 years older than them. That's all a financial exchange and just a, you know, a hustle to take one for the team, as they say, to get a better life, or to get to show off on social media, etc., etc., etc. I go live every day around 9 a.m. I do consultations, Jasperinthephilippines at gmail.com. Lived here 2 years, from America. I'm in my 40s. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and sana all. Beautiful Manila skyline. Rest a bit.